As a college student going into my third year, here's some things that I wish I knew my first year at college. I'm also really bad at bedwars, so sorry. One of the first things that I wish that I knew going into college was definitely like that there isn't a time limit. Like, you can take your time on things and you don't have to necessarily rush through things. Honestly, especially like you're gonna see people going out all the time. You're gonna be thinking like, oh my god, I wish I was there. Or even like, oh my god, I wish I was studying. I wish I like was doing all these other things. Like, I'm here to tell you that like it is so okay to like, it's so okay to be unsure of like what you should be doing. Because no one really tells you how the first year of college or like kind of what to do the first time you hit campus. So don't feel like you have to like know exactly what you're doing, because I promise there's so many other students like you who don't have a clue of like what they should be doing. Like, you are not alone on that. And also just like taking the time to like figure out your schedule, like know when you eat, learn when you should do laundry. Like, it's like the little things that you normally probably wouldn't think about getting, but it low-key is something that's so important that like doesn't even come second nature to people, even though you think it would. Something else that I like wish I was. Let me rephrase. Like, FOMO is a real thing, and don't. Oops. Something else that I wish I knew going into college was that like it's so normal to kind of get that FOMO, because you're going to be watching these people like live their lives, and if you were like me, like this is really the first time that you have freedom, so it's like you don't even know what to necessarily do, so like you're gonna want to do everything. Like, I promise you're not some like loser like oh my god, I'm like sneezing everywhere. Something else that I wish I knew like going into college too was like getting used to like sharing a space with somebody. Like, obviously, like I've had a sibling before, but we're not necessarily like as close in age, so like learning to, and obviously it's for people who like have a dorm and all that, like just learning like those personal boundaries, and like learning that like the honeymoon is definitely like the honeymoon phase is definitely real. Something else that I would tell my younger self, like I would tell myself 2 years ago, was definitely like, do not compare yourself to others. I think that's like the one worst thing that you can do, because you have to keep in mind like college is a place where there's so many different kinds of people, and like you don't even know exactly who you're going to meet and who you're going to surround yourself with. But don't compare yourself to those people. Some people have a different mindset from you, and it's totally okay to be that way, and it's okay to definitely have those different like those but it's okay to like, for like a good example is like me. I'm not like obviously the worst student out there, but I know that like I just know that I'm just not the cream of the crop, and I totally understand that. But it took a while for me to be like okay with that. I think especially an imposter syndrome during the first year is something that happens a lot to people. So just don't get caught up comparing yourself to others. It won't do you any service. So focus on yourself. Don't make those comparisons. It's not good for your mental health. I don't know if I should have bought that one. Some other piece of advice I would give. Oh, he was definitely checking to see what I have. Yikes. What was I saying? I totally forgot. Dang it! Oh, I suck. Dang it! If anyone like kills me, like that's just sad that you felt threatened by me. But yeah. What was I saying beforehand? Okay, so take your time. Don't compare yourselves to others. Uh, FOMO's real. Wish I knew that. Well, okay, I did know that. But like learning to like when you gotta go to everything. Here's my last thing that I wish I knew. Involvement. Okay. You will hear various different people tell you how involved you should be and how like, you know, you'll hear different aspects of people saying what they think is the good amount to be involved on campus. Like, a good example is like me. I'm gonna tell you, get involved, because you're just never gonna know the people that you meet. And I've met so many different people from so many different majors, from so many parts of the world, and I've got to meet their culture, I've got to meet how they are, how they interact with each other. Like, I think it's just an experience that everyone should kind of have. But obviously, like, that is because I've had a very good experience with it. You know, and it's not the same for everybody. So, definitely, just something that I will say too is that when it comes to involvements, you want to make sure that you don't overcommit yourself too. This is coming from someone who I think first semester had gone to at least a decent amount of different what was that? Of just different oh, no, never mind. Ah. Ah. Oopsies. I tried. But this is coming from someone who at least was probably involved in maybe, oh gosh, maybe 6 different clubs my first semester. I don't recommend anyone to ever do that many. And especially don't go for e-board of that many. By last year, my fall semester, because obviously like I got involved, I stayed involved. So my second semester, I was probably on 5 e-boards. I wouldn't recommend not even the craziest of people to do that. It is an insane thing to do. Don't do that, because and this is kind of where I was talking about earlier, like there's a double-edged sword to this. Being that committed to that many things is kind of not the best either, because you are still in school. And for me, I know it took a while to understand that, like, yeah, I could have all the commitments in the world, but I do still have to get an education. Not for nothing. Obviously, if you're like me, college is not cheap. So just learning that like you don't get paid for clubs either. Like, don't stress yourself out over those kind of stuff. It'll never be worth it. Never worth the stress. Back to the overall thing I was trying to say. Don't overcommit yourself. Make sure you have time for yourself. Oh god, you need so much time for yourself in college. Especially because since well, at least if you're a little bit social like me, you want to be with the people. You want to be where the people are. So you want to be involved and you want to be there with everybody. Like, FOMO isn't so real. But just learn and pick and choose your battles. If you know this is something that you like doing, keep doing it. If it's something that doesn't really serve you, and by serve I mean happiness or sadness, or make you feel some kind of positive emotion, then it's really not worth your time, or it's not worth the time or the effort that it might take you to actually do it, if that makes sense. Sorry, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying not to fall off these bridges, but yeah, just pick and choose. Don't overcommit yourself. Do what's best for yourself, always. I don't know, I'm kinda like, I'm not a PvPer, so I'm kinda like throwing diamonds away, I'm not gonna lie. How many is, diamond? Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Do what serves you, don't do what doesn't serve you. Pick and choose your battles. Take your time. They don't joke when they say these are the fastest 4 years of your life, which kind of sounds lame that I'm saying it out loud, but they really do fly by, so enjoy every moment of it. They're coming! Oh god. Take your time, don't feel like you're stressed out about stuff. Definitely okay to be unsure. Oh! Well, thank you, I guess. Excuse me. Okay, just ignore that. Maybe they'll think that it's full lobby and they will be hesitant. What are they saying? These are going to be the fastest years of your life. So take your time. Wherever you can. Breathe wherever you can. That's what I have for now. Definitely have more advice in the pocket, but oh shit. Oh! I won! Oh my god, I won! Oh my god, I won! Oh my god, I've never won before! I've never won before! Oh my god, I'm the freaking GOAT. Wow. Sorry, I'm opening this up in a different tab. Did I get the victory? Guys, this is awesome. Wow. Honestly, I'm done. That's all. I won! Oh my god. I won. I've never done that before. Wow, I should give advice more often. Hello? 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 I won. I won a game. I won a bedwars game. I did.